Well, hello everyone. Good evening, morning, good morning. I just realized that I don't have my lifeboat assets on Restream. So here we go. Oh my. What the heck? You can't resize? Okay, I'll do this some other time, I guess. We're gonna go without today. That's fine. Hello, good morning. Good to see everyone. Technical difficulties. I've been awake for about 30 minutes. I definitely overslept, but I feel great, just a little behind, It's all good. We can make that work. We can work with that. So good morning, Zen Wen, Sandy Wandy, Ben Bacon Bits, the angel that does no wrong. I love all of your different names, Ben. I can keep them on the down low if you've got like secret aliases. Just let me know. I don't want to out you. Fancy Nancy, Miradira, Gemini Girl. I'm glad you guys made it. Mittens 1970, Tara Smiling, TKD for Life, Layla Bradley, Jennifer Lemke, Kristen Melinda. Good to see you guys. Good morning. I hope everyone's doing well. Nicola E, Sue B has 37 years clean and sober today. Astronomical amount of time. I can't even imagine. That's more time than I've been on the planet. Shout out to Sue B. That's awesome. That's some real hard work right there. That's what it's all about. Crafty Witch and Jason P are driving. Hello. I know I'm missing someone. Roberta, Hill Hath No Fury. Surviving Together. Almost has 600 watch hours, everyone. I think we can pull the Molesky out for that one, too. That's pretty friggin' sweet. Congratulations. Congratulations. I'm excited for you. The world is our oyster, as they say. As they say. I've been watching that Fallout show, and in the game, there's this. I don't know if you're familiar with RPGs, but you basically like level up and put points into stats and make a character that does certain things well, right? And in Fallout, you can put points into like science and intelligence, or you can like go the other way and put points into luck and just be an idiot, right? There's this perk, which is like a bonus that you can get that's always active once you get it. And it's called Idiot Savant. And basically, the lower your intelligence is, cool stuff happens. Like you'll get 5 times the amount of experience, or anyways, there's this character in Fallout in the show, and he is such an idiot. Every time he's on screen, I'm like just punching myself in the head, like, God, this guy is so dumb. And I realized last night that he's got the Idiot Savant perk. He put points into stupid and lucky, because he always gets out super lucky. I just thought that was funny. I felt like sharing it with everybody. Yeah, I actually made a Ben Bacon Bits. I made an Idiot Savant character the other day, and it's kind of cool, but I feel like it would be better if I just put my intelligence all the way up anyways and still took the perk. But anyways, we don't have to talk about video games this morning, even though I'm very passionate about video games. Jennifer Lemke says, little man's back in school. I'm so relieved. This little dude managed to get a form of pink eye, sinus infection, and strep throat. Shake my head. That sounds like me as a kid. I'm not going to lie. Like how? This kid better have a great immunity when grown. Well, I tell you what. Pardon me. This bodes well for strengthening his immune system. It might be coming about because his immune system isn't strong now, or who knows why. But I mean, getting sick definitely strengthens the immune system. I believe they say what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. That's a little extreme in this case, but yeah. I haven't played Call of Duty lately. I have played a little bit of Helldivers as far as first-person shooters go. I'm not against Call of Duty. I'm a fan. I I don't own any of the current ones, and my computer's not good for first-person shooters. I really need to upgrade. Even when I play Helldivers on like the lowest difficulty, I feel like I'm at a disadvantage compared to everyone that I'm playing with. So, World of Warcraft here, says Casey. I'm a big fan. Are you playing classic or retail or private server? Or, I mean, there's a million ways to play. How do you play the WoW these days, Casey? Wow. Oh, how do I do it? Wow. Wow. You know? Nicholas says, I thought my van was developing a personality. Garage took it to the garage saying, I don't know whether it needs a mechanic or a priest. Turns out it could just be a crappy battery. Fingers crossed. Well, I hope it's a crappy battery. Easily replaced, and you get like a little bit money back on the recycle. So that's pretty cool. Retail. You know, I logged in and played a little bit during this last expansion. What was it? Dragonlance, Dragonflight, whatever. I did not buy Dragonflight, but I realized that a couple expansions back is now free. So I got on one of my characters or whatever that's maxed, that's as high as I can get it because I don't have the current expansion, right? But I played through Shadowlands, not all the way, right? There's so much to do, but I spent like a lot of hours. You know, I got some serious time in Grizzly Hills main server. Well, if I get back in, I'll check you out for sure. I was thinking about checking out the new expansion. I'm not stoked on like some things that they're doing, but also like it still fires those neurons in my brain. It still makes me happy. So if I do get back on, I'll check you out, Casey. It's always a possibility. I feel like I come back to that game incessantly. It's just sometimes I'll get the bug and I'll feel the itch, hear the call. I play old school games too. Hey, Miss Sunrise Dawn. I'm glad I make an adorable chipmunk. I feel like my brain was in one place and now it's in another, but I guess that's okay. It's not like we're talking about anything super important this morning. Yeah, dude, I was really stoked about last night's show. I thought that was really cool. I ended up talking with Brazy Girl a little bit, but I was like going to bed when we started talking. So we're going to talk a little bit more today. Shout out to my girl Brazy. And yeah, it should be a great day, guys. We've got a lot going on. I'm going over to Conversations with Christy at, I believe, 10 a.m. here, 10 a.m. Pacific. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if Christy's here. I should know the answer to this question, though. Where did my phone go? Please hold. Sorry, guys. I totally got this, I swear. Yeah, I believe that's 10 a.m. Because it's a 3-hour difference between Pacific and Eastern, right? I'm going to double check. That's not the easiest thing to read. What is this? Eastern would be, I don't know how to read this. Okay, I think it's 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Conversation with Christy, 10 a.m. Pacific. Aaron's coming to Montreal. I want to go to Montreal. Montreal's pretty cool, I hear. Thank you, TKD. I need a little help sometimes, just like everybody. I am also grateful for magnesium. I'm not having coffee because I didn't have time, but caffeine's pretty cool. I would much prefer to have a hot cup of coffee, I tell you what. Last night after the show, my throat started to hurt, and my tongue started to hurt, and my eyes and my head started to hurt. So hopefully that doesn't happen today. But yeah, we're doing that 10 a.m. And we've also got too many sticky notes. We've also got Mary Jones at 5 p.m. Pacific, and we've got My Other's Keeper, and we've got My Other's Keeper at 6 p.m. My Other's Keeper and Pamela, I believe. I might be mistaken, but I know we've got My Other's Keeper at 6 p.m. I'm going to have to get better at scheduling and being concise with my words on this, because I don't want to sow doubt. I'd like to sow certainty. That's the whole point. So 10 p.m., 5 p.m., and 6 p.m., y'all. We're going to be having stuff going on over here. And I feel like I've also talked to someone else today about doing a restream. I need a secretary. I might have to delegate. But Mary Jones did send me a calendar to do this kind of stuff, so maybe I should use it. That's probably what I need to do. Jill Anderson, good to see you. Diary of a Ghost. Good to see you guys. Lacey Silver, Duffster Rhymes, Sweet Tea, heck yeah, Debbie P. Good to see y'all. Dennis the Menace, Miradira, Lord Kiss Freak, Jill Anderson. That I wait for the echo. Heck yeah, dudes. Dudes? Isn't life crazy? Life is wild. Life is wild. I was listening to this all-female metal band while I was waking up. They're called Kitty, and they have the song called Spit. I would totally recommend it to my metalheads out there. If you're not familiar. Very nice. Very nice, Very nice. How much? Limp mode. I feel like I would have a hard time talking about my time being homeless. Diary of a Ghost. More power to you. I have been using Paint 3D, and I've been ripping images from Google. Just because I feel like I spend money on stuff pretty quickly, like to try and make what I'm doing better, because it's easy to justify that purchase, right? But I've been reluctant to buy this kind of program because there's so many, and most of them are hard for me to work with. So I've been reluctant to just throw money at the thumbnail problem. Yeah, Publisher is complicated. I have some experience with Publisher. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll have a concept in my head. Like for the morning, I'll type in sunrise or beautiful morning, or I don't know, and I'll scroll through and be super overwhelmed, and then I'll focus in on one that I like, and I'll pick it, and I'll right click save image as. I name it or whatever, and then I go and find it with Paint or Paint 3D. I like the features on that one better. It's more intuitive if you have that, and then you can start farting around. I spent a lot of time in school when I was younger, I want to say middle school and even elementary, using computers to do stuff. So I have a little bit of experience with the tools like the eyedropper to match colors, and I know my way around the Paint program, I guess. Have I ever watched rappers react to Rush? No, that does sound curious though. I I'm into rap, but it's like hard to have as much respect. I shouldn't say I don't know if that's the right way to say that. I don't have as much respect for like people that rhyme for a living uh, than as I do for like people that like are in a band and play instruments, and I don't know. I have way more respect for Rush than I do for rappers. You know what I mean? And it's not because I'm not a rap fan. I'm a big rap fan. But part of what I like about it is it's kind of funny. Like a lot of the stuff that I listen to has no actual value. It's just crap. It's just hot trash, is what I like to call it. Catchy garbage. But I mean, a lot of the hip hop and whatnot that I listen to is not that. It does have some value. You know what I mean? But there's a ton of hot trash out there. So it's it's not the same when you're talking about a band like Rush, you know? And it's interesting to use Rush as an example because they're one of a kind. One of a kind. Rap disc world going crazy right now. Yeah. I'm super passionate about music and like the music industry and like lore of music stuff. I'm super into it, super educated and knowledgeable. When I deep dive stuff for fun, this is what I deep dive on. I was talking to my dad about, I can't remember how it came up. We were talking about like gang culture on the phone. And what did I say? I said, Snoop Dogg came up and he said, how did Snoop Dogg escape that? And I told him, they counsel youth when they join the gang or whatever. I probably shouldn't speak too much on gang culture because I'm not from it. It's not my business. So I'm just going to graze through the story. But they counsel that no one's bigger than the set, which is the gang, right? No one's bigger than the set. The set's the higher power, basically, right? And what I said to my dad was Snoop Dogg became bigger than the set somehow. You know what I mean? I don't know how he did it. Like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like he turned his back on him or whatever, but I guarantee you Master P saved his ass. I guarantee you without Master P, he'd still be in that life. He'd be dead or in jail. He wouldn't be where he's at regardless, though. I don't know if you're familiar with Master P, but as far as I'm concerned, Master P wrote the roadmap on independent hip hop artists. Yeah, Master P started his own label. He paved the way for the likes of like Tech Nine and I don't know anyone else that's independent in that vein of music. Followed Master P's footsteps. Shout out to Master P, big fan. But I was going to talk about this a little yesterday, but I forgot. I was thinking, when I first took the chair, I didn't want to do any true crime or anything like that because I felt like the boat was lacking our core material. I felt like I really needed to make a push to get back to what we're here for, our purpose. And I think we've done a good job. I have no intention of stopping that. But in talking with my dad about gang culture and like getting all excited and educating him about Master P, I would like to do some kind of different vein, and maybe it's music lore, maybe it's like little stories, and I don't know, maybe it's something a little bit different, but I think it would be a shame to take that passion and do nothing with it. So I'll watch, like, I don't want to say anyone's names. I guess I won't say anyone's names, but I'll watch channels that pretty much do exclusively stuff like this. And often I love it. I love a lot of it. But I'm often telling myself, like, he's wrong here, or like, this is stupid, or like, I always have an opinion about how it should have been different. And I think that's a sign that I should be doing it myself. So thinking about it. I don't know. I don't know if y'all are into that or not, but and I don't know if I would do it here or not, but it's just an idea that I had the other day and my dad encouraged me. So the glasses are great. I feel like I must have dust in the air or something because I can't keep them clean to save my life. I put these on and like looking at them, scratched them. Luckily, I have a bunch of pairs, so I haven't run out of fresh pairs yet. But and the cloth that came with it seems to just rub whatever's getting on them. I think it's like little flakes of my skin. It just kind of seems to streak up. So my eyes also like will focus on all the little crap on the lenses. So it's partly my fault. Like I was just born wrong, but they're great. They are fantastic. I kind of wish I had like welding goggles, to be honest, but it's okay. I'm using Restream now, so I'm not looking at a white screen. I refuse to use websites that have completely white screens now, so I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, scratched lenses suck. My dad can't handle it. He will throw them away. Speaking of, I don't know if I would consider that hot trash or not. I probably would. I'm listening to Pig Feet by Schoolboy Q, I guess. Love the new album. Love the new album. I wouldn't say there's a whole lot of value on some of these tracks, though. Like I support Schoolboy Q. I think that he, I support what he's doing, but his music isn't necessarily a reflection of who he is. I don't think anymore, which is interesting. It's interesting to watch the man and the music and have him go different directions. It's interesting because he's still like creating off of his experience, but his present life and experience is far different, right? Because he's changed his life and he's got a daughter and he's like he goes golfing now, and it's just interesting, super interesting. Wet lens wipes, I feel like would be good. See, I have this cloth that came with the shades, or not the shades, but and I can see little flakes of my skin on it. Whatever these little white dots are, I imagine they're like little tiny pieces of my eyebrow or like flakes of my dry skin because I live in Arizona. Gross, I'm shedding. Put back together, wrong. Put back together, wrong. Dirty Mouse says, lol, I hear you, born wrong. Can't drive with the windshield wipers on. Makes me sick. Yeah. Gotta poke fun at my little yeah. Just gotta poke fun at oneself now and again, I remember VH1 behind the music, Kristen. I remember. Remember? We do need a skin routine, and I have one. It's just the last thing to get in line. I feel like sleep and nutrition and hygiene. I guess this is a part of hygiene, but like everything else is like just comes before it. So I try to lotion up every day when I get out of the shower, but sometimes I'll get out of the shower and just like skip that part. So that's the problem, especially like right after putting soap on my skin and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, see, I don't think even if I lotion every day, I don't think I'll ever like have moisturized skin in this state. It is far drier than Utah, if you ask me. Like 3 days into being here, my skin was starting to get like ashy, like starting to peel and stuff. It's weird. Dirty Mouse, that would make sense when you put it that way, Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. All right. All right. Yeah, I think I do want to get a humidifier in here. I tell you what, I can like hear my voice and feel my throat. Some likes and dislikes of Tucson. Well, I really like that the bus system is like all free. I really like that the bus is like going every direction pretty much right outside my door. I will say, what don't I like? Haven't run into too much that I don't like. It's refreshing to have people around that'll punch you in the head if they feel like they need to. I will say that. It's also alarming to realize that there's people around that'll punch you in the head if they feel like they need to. You know what I mean? So I guess that's a like and a dislike. Utah is not that way. If you punch someone in the head in Utah, you are the black sheep. You are standing out like a sore thumb. That's not how people are out there. So, yeah, that was kind of a cool realization. Yeah, we're gonna see Nicola. Nicola asks, "Do you struggle with the desert more with your hair color? Natural shades of red are more susceptible to sunburn, etc." And I think it really comes down to my skin, right? But the red hair belies the Norse heritage, right? So yeah, I'm probably gonna get some sunburn, but I think that if I play my cards right, I might actually get a tan in this mofo. So hopefully, hopefully I can hopefully I can not burnt to a crisp. I have like my shoulders are both like one big freckle because I've been sunburned so many times. All my freckles started to blend together. I don't know if I can show you. Let's see. It's a terrible example. It just looks like fucking regular freckles. But anyways, I promise it's one big freckle. Take my word for it, I guess. Free bus and healthcare, living like a king. I tell you what. Jennifer Lemke, member for 4 months. Heck yeah. Spanks, you're doing a great job. Love all of you. Well, thank you. Thank you, Conley. I grew up with a swamp cooler in the house. I'm not going to do anything in my apartment. I probably would look into that for the next place. For sure, for sure. Yeah, this place is horribly inefficient as far as like insulation and whatnot, and sound and just everything. When I turn the AC on, it never goes off. It will just keep like it can't maintain a temperature. So, um, and also like one wall of my bedroom is made of glass and one wall is made of brick, and both of those walls do not insulate sound. So, like this wall on the other side is a neighbor, and then in my bedroom, the back wall. So that wall and this wall basically both are not insulated very well. The glass wall leads to the parking lot. So it's like there's just noise all the time. Noise and the temperature does whatever it wants. So someone did suggest a humidifier, Spicy Cat Foster. I have some definite defined paths to upgrading, you know? For sure, for sure, for sure. Check it out, guys. I've been journaling today. Not a whole lot. I didn't have a lot of time, but that is part of the waking up for me. Jason P. Just got to Denver. Good luck for your to your niece's pentathlon, dude. Have a safe trip. Shout out to the family. Thanks for your support as always. I have unpacked almost everything. My CDs are still in a box, and my books are half in a box because I don't have a bookshelf. Yeah, I have the lively relationship next door too. I can never tell if they're fighting or Yeah, I'm excited to get plants in here, Nicola. Nicola says plants are a good start on getting the humidity right. I'm very excited for that. I wonder if I can afford that today. I probably can. I wonder where the nursery is. It just comes down to my dad helping me. I don't think I have time today with all the stuff going on. Boom, boom, boom. Estate sales for furniture. Okay. I also want a second monitor so that I can have chat over here. And I don't know. I need some multitasking tools as well. That is a great tip. Casey says if you use distilled water in the humidifier, you don't have to clean it so often and it's easier to clean. They're deaf, not fighting. I mean, on here, I can't say that. I thought someone was going to die earlier. So I'm 100% sure it's not what they're doing all the time. There's no way they sound like that every time. Zero chance that someone's not having a bad time over there, in my opinion, on my end here. I don't know your sitch, but. And it's like at a certain point, at what point do I get involved, right? That's a question that I ask myself a lot in comparison to that. Because there are situations where getting involved would be a mistake for me. There are situations on the other end of the spectrum where I think it would be a mistake not to get involved. You know what I mean? So it's really hard to know where to draw the line. And when I do, if I do decide to get involved, I'll probably just make a phone call. You know what I mean? And once I take that action, though, once I decide that that's my course of action, and then that's what's going to happen, I have to be prepared for anything that comes. You know, for all I know, I'm totally misreading the situation, and then I've made an enemy of my neighbor. You know what I mean? Another possible situation: they are fighting, but they are way more pissed that I'm in their business. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, so then now I've made two enemies and they're mad at each other, but they're more mad at me. You know what I mean? Like I've seen this go so many ways. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Part of me also says like, if that's the case, why are they still there? But I mean, that kind of shit happens all the time. I tell you what, I'll make this commitment right now. If it sounds like it did, again, I will make a phone call immediately. All right. I feel like that is part of my civic duty too. It's like, look, y'all shouldn't be making noises like that, period, because I'm going to hear it and think someone's getting hurt. You know what I mean? So it's not my fault. And honestly, if they want to get mad about it, I guess that's, you know, they should fucking keep it down. Pardon me. That it's irritating. You know what I mean? Whatever y'all are doing over there is too fucking loud. Pardon me. Just letting it rip this morning. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Blessed to crochet. Good to see you. Mocked Murdockable. I mean, should. I agree. You know, I kind of feel like should's a dirty word, though. It's not ever what I should operate off of. I agree with this, Mirror Deer. Mirror Deer says if you call police, make sure it's clear that you don't want to be named. But like, am I going to trust the police to do what they say they're going to do and to do it correctly? No, never. I would never ever do that. So my experience with the police is different than my father's. He has respect and I do not. I mean, like, I respect that they're doing a job, you know what I mean? And I have respect that they're humans doing their best. I think that their best is crap in a lot of cases, obviously not every case. I think that their best is crap. I think that a lot of them are kids that were bullied, that grew up to want to have authority. I think that there's many defined problems, you know, that end up expressing themselves in like dominion over humans, dominion of people. They're peacekeepers, but they're definitely more like leash keepers. You know what I'm saying? Like anyways. I'm super not stoked on law enforcement, and the one time I needed them, I called them and they arrested me. So I don't. That's not me. That's not something that I normally do. Yeah, we're talking about my neighbors. I can't tell if they're fighting or. I like wording stuff to the camera. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I tell you what, and that's funny, Kristen. Kristen says later I moved to another apartment complex and lived under folks who smoked pot instead of meth. I will take the pot smoking neighbors any day, I have to say. I would agree. No, no, I have not seen them outside to assess things. This is an interesting place. I've been kind of trying not to interact with my neighbors. I feel like it's much simpler just doing my thing. You know what I mean? Especially in this environment, this particular environment here in this apartment complex, I think that it's probably better to just mind my own business, to be honest. Some gangbangers living on like over there, back there. I don't know. Just the two that I've had interactions with that I know of. So that's all I can speak on. There's a really, really pretty girl that I caught doing laundry the other day when I was doing laundry, and it reminded me of someone I used to know. And I was shy. I didn't say hello. I just did my laundry. Yeah, Tara, I tell you what, I had to learn that lesson a few times. So I don't know why I'm thinking about needing to learn that lesson again, right? Tara says, if there's one lesson I learned in shelters, it's to mind my own business. And I think that's probably where that lesson started for me as well. People are real private, especially when the chips are down. Oh, there was a welcome wagon, TKD. Me and my dad almost got in a fist fight on the first day I came here. I don't know if I told you guys about that. We couldn't find the door of this apartment. We were looking for the door of this apartment so that we could check it out before we paid for it, right? And we couldn't find it. We kept getting lost, and this dude ended up coming out and following us and like banging on us. If you're not familiar, he was like, "Where are y'all from?" kind of thing. You know what I mean? What are you doing around here? What is your purpose? And he had the homie like lurking in the wings, like just in case. It was so wild. I had to like stand my ground and be like, I'm lost, dude. I'm sorry. Whatever. I'm thinking about moving in. He wasn't sure whether or not I was telling the truth. I don't think he was the smartest tool in the shed, so he took his time answering. But he ended up telling me like where he lived, like the door number, and he was like, yada yada yada. And I was like, word, bro, cool. Thanks for looking out for the neighborhood. And we got out of there. But I think that if my responses had been not proper, if I had showed fear, he probably would have pounced. And he had, like I said, the homie in the wings. Really glad that that was not the first time I've been in a situation like that. And I have my dad with me. I don't know how he's doing up here with that kind of stuff. It's probably a little different in the pen. It's probably a little less here and a little more here. You know what I mean? But I'm really glad that that worked out the way that it did. It could have gone so many ways. Could have gone a lot of ways. I definitely thought we were about to tussle. Definitely thought we were about to tussle. And I've seen that guy since then, and seems fine. It seems like there's no hard feelings. So, I mean, I've also seen him out here with like, I don't know, I think it's his daughter. So, he's got a family. I get it. If you're looking out for your family, I probably looked like we were casing the place to steal. You know what I mean? I probably would have done the same thing if I was in his shoes. Just using different words and gestures. Well, I have not gone on any dates, Jennifer Lemke. they serve as a mighty distraction, and I still have a lot of work to do. So I'm not opposed to going on a date, but got some important work at hand. Hey Zelda, have a great day at work. Diary of a Ghost. Questions to all. What do you do when people won't hear the pain they may have caused you with gaslighting? Cut them off. You're dead to me. That's what I do. And I don't know. I think that I do that too easily. I think that that's not necessarily a strength of mine. I think that I could probably rein that in, but you're gaslighting me. They don't care. They don't value you. That's what they're saying. So fuck them. That's how I feel. Get rid of them. Yeah, the circle got smaller. Everybody can't go. You know what I mean? The places that we're headed, it's not for everyone. So, if you don't want to go, you don't have to. But we're going. We're going somewhere. I really gotta stop cursing. Good Lord. Good Lord. I got really into it, I guess. Pretty into it. No, I will say though, Jennifer, back to this because I love a good date. I asked a girl out on a date at work, and she said no. She said no. Well, your sister's treating you like crap. Are you going to let her? Maybe we treat her a little different, but don't let her treat you like that. You know what I mean? Like, just because she's family doesn't mean you put yourself in a position for her to mistreat you, right? Mud is thicker than blood. And someone that loves me, don't treat me like that. You know what I mean? So that's my opinion. Do what you want. That's my opinion. If my sister treated me like that, we would have a different relationship. You know what I mean? Valerie says, my experience is that it's often useless in the moment. Take a break, come back later, and try to discuss again with some distance. I like that as well. And again, yeah, I think that my method is a little abrupt and a little reckless, right? I don't want to deal with all this conversation stuff, but that's probably the right way to go. The conversation, the connection, especially when I'm rebuked, I have a really hard time dealing with that. That's something about me. Like if I'm coming to you constructively and you spit in my face, I probably won't come to you constructively again. You're gonna have to crawl up to me. You know what I mean? I'm not literally, but that really, really hurts my pride and my feelings. And it's something that I have a hard time dealing with. Something that I'm working on, right? But yeah, I have a really hard time with that. And second chances are good, right? Sometimes I have a hard time with second chances too. I feel like all my second chances are running dry. You know what I mean? I feel like I just don't have a whole lot of second chances left to give. But again, that's just in my mind. That's a construct that I create, and it's not real. I could probably give them a million second chances. I'm just sick of being burnt personally. I mean, after reading that Diary of a Ghost, I feel like I told my story about being in the shelters, and I met a guy that was my age at my first shelter, and we ended up bonding. We became like brothers, and we kind of saved each other's lives, right? We're not friends to this day. We don't talk, and we haven't for years. And that was a really, really hard place to come to accept. But we had been going in different directions for many years, and the tension had kind of been building between us, and it became very confusing because we harbored this huge big love for each other, but like that was all there was this memory of how things used to be, and it's not how things are anymore. And our paths were very different, so we had to just allow that distance to be. And that's old news now. That was many years ago. So I don't know. There's too many chances, Diary of a Ghost. Cut your losses. Get you a better friend. Someone that ain't going to treat you like crap. Someone that isn't going to gaslight you. Your peace and serenity are of the utmost importance. I think that's probably a pretty good statement there. Don't listen to people you wouldn't go to for advice. Yeah, if you wouldn't go to them for advice, what does their word matter? I mean, I guess because you hold them in such high regard here is why their word matters. When someone shows me that they don't value me, their value goes down. You know what I mean? Like in my head, like, why am I spending all of this energy when it's not, when that's not how you feel? And, you know, I don't require reciprocation, but I also don't want to be like out there just throwing my energy around for nothing when I feel like, you know, it's for something. Yeah, it does sound like trauma bonds, doesn't it? I hope that we helped, Diary. Good luck with that. I'm sorry you're going through that. Yeah, I bet it hurts. I bet it hurts a lot. Let's get some ones for Diary of a Ghost. Look at all this love. I love it. Oh, wow. Little old crow medicine show in the morning. Head down. I do have a bunch of new sisters and brothers, and so does everyone else here. Especially Diary of a Ghost. Took me a second. It's not all about me. I like that. You can love someone and you can trust someone. It's a huge difference. Tell her to let them go. Wow. It hit me right in the jejunum. I love a good fiddle in the morning. I tell you what. A good banjo, good fiddle. Well, I'm running out of steam here. I could just dance for you guys, but I don't know how much traction that's going to get. Got to take your friends, you know? Do 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 boop boop boo boop boom boom doo dum 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 boom 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 dum. Wow. Yeah, I could have journaled a bunch more this morning. My brain is not together yet. I guess we're doing conversation with Christy. We're doing Mary Jones, and we're doing My Other's Keeper. Do 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 do. And then we're doing the lifeboat right after. So like basically 5 to 8 Pacific, we're just going to be lifeboating. Scoville went down to Georgia. That's funny. He is in Georgia. That's correct. Wow. It really makes me like hiccup / burp. I don't know what the deal is. Have a great day, Anne. Thanks for joining us. I also have relatives that I love from afar. Mocked. Yeah, sadly, this channel is not the same, Cat. Don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. I have not watched Steve Martin and his band, Steep Canyon Rangers. I didn't know he had a band. For the longest time, for most of my life, I didn't know that Steve Martin was a comedian. I just thought he was a mediocre actor. Man, that did not make me any friends at the family reunion. I'll tell you what. Tucson had a grip of rain. When I first arrived, it didn't stop raining for like 2 weeks. It was pretty wild. Yeah, no offense taken, Kat. No offense taken. I know y'all are out there. Y'all are out there and displeased. I just don't know what to do for you. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna do my best, and y'all can get on or not. You know what I mean? I don't know. I want to facilitate and make everyone happy. I just can't. So I'm gonna keep doing what I can, and hopefully most people get something out of it. But Kat, I will say I challenge you. When was the last time my dad did a recovery-based show? And then look at all this Danny Masterson and all the stuff in between. You know what I mean? That's my opinion. I'm not against the true crime stuff. I just think the original mission of this boat was too important to let it get forgotten. And I bet you I do make some friends saying that. But I don't know if you were here when I mentioned it, Kat. I'm going to be doing something on, I don't know if it'll be true crime, but I'm really very passionate about music and the music industry and like lore, like stories from that kind of thing. So I might do a show on Master P, or I might do a show on like independent artists and the struggle in the industry. I don't know. I might do some sort of show on all kinds of stuff. There's so much stuff. So stay tuned. Stay tuned if that's what you're into. I'm definitely going to be doing a little bit of a different format eventually. Thanks for your overwhelming support, guys, and thank you for sharing that, Kat. I would like more of that kind of dialogue because I want to know what you guys are thinking too. You know what I mean? Like I don't honestly know what the best move is. I just try to make the best decisions. So if we can have a dialogue like this and y'all have negative feedback, that's good. Feedback is good, regardless of negative or positive. So let me know how I'm succeeding. Let me know how I'm failing. Let me know how I'm letting you down. Let me know how I could really make your day. You know what I mean? Like, tell me everything. Tell me your wildest hopes and dreams, and tell me your biggest fears. Like, I want to do everything I can to cater to. And this boat does have a captain, but it's manned by the crew. So you guys totally have a say in where this boat goes. Let me know. please let me know in the comments. Email me, sober@myyahoo.com. Good Lord, let's get our words right. sober@myyahoo.com. Hit that like, subscribe, bell for notifications. And again, I just your overwhelming support, family, is so amazing. I'm completely humbled and continually energized, wildly energized after a stream. That's why I can't keep to my 10 p.m. bedtime. I just am just wired after a show. I'm just lit up like a Christmas tree, and that's thanks to you guys. I really appreciate you. And a special shout out to Kat. I really appreciate you being willing to have that conversation with me. I know sometimes I struggle with what I perceive to be conflict, but I think we did really good, and I appreciate you. Thank you. My mailing address is the P.O. box in the channel description and the video description. And we go, I think, every week or every 2 weeks. I think we're due for another one. I just got a delivery about a week ago, so it's about time to go check again. We should do a call-in episode. The thing with that is I would need a producer to run the phones for me, and I don't think that I have someone capable of doing so. So I am going to try and figure out a way to do it myself, which is possible. It's totally possible. I'll just have to work extra hard. We could totally do that. In fact, we can totally do that. I don't know when. And again, I mean, I should probably need to do the other things that I've said I would do first. So when I finally got Restream working, we're gonna get the rest of our ripples all situated, and then I'll probably move into interview mode and like kind of get a couple interviews in. I would like to get days of the week that are like a little bit different. So like hypothetically, this isn't what we're doing, but hypothetically, every Thursday we do. What were my ideas? I had a bunch of ideas. So recovery stuff is our main shtick, right? Like 3 to 5 days a week, that's what we're doing. Sunday or Saturday, one of those days, we'll have like a fun boat where we play games or trivia, or maybe I have some family on and we just fart around, right? The morning boat's always going to kind of be like this. And then maybe one day a week we do like the music lore, whatever, like, a different vein. And then maybe another day we do true crime. I don't know. I would like to split it up because for my brain, that will enable me to have a brand new experience every day, but also follow a routine and a structure that's going to serve me. So I will get the benefit to both worlds. I won't feel like I'm tied down. I'll have freedom, right, to be doing brand new stuff and having brand new experiences every day, but also doing a structured the same kind of thing every day. So I'll have this success and structure of the structure or whatever, and I'll have the freedom of new things. And that's what I'm trying to create. I know that my fun day will be a Saturday or a Sunday. Thursday jumps out at me as a day that should be different, but I haven't decided anything else further. So my immediate goal is to get the ripples moving. So far, so good. I feel like we can pretty much almost just count that as working great. And then I'm going to get some interviews in. So that's my current goal, my immediate goals. I'm also at the same time getting better with the thumbnails, getting better with the titles and topics, and we're kind of moving through just at a great pace. I'm really happy with the way this is moving. I have already surpassed my own expectations for myself, which is hard to do. Yeah, I'm just grateful. I'm just so darn grateful, guys. I didn't know if this was going to work. Thanks for saying so, guys. All of you, every single one of you. And on that note, Carla says, "I'm really loving the diversity you're bringing. If you guys have like great ideas, or if if there's someone you think should be interviewed, or if maybe like there's this conversation you want me and my uncle to have, or you know what I mean, like let me know. The cool thing about great ideas is they're never exclusive. Great ideas are contagious. So let me know. Let me know. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Hi from Melbourne, reconnecting. I don't think I've ever said hi to you. I love your hair. I'm going to get out of here. I hope you guys have a great, great Thursday. I'll see you